back again, and guess what I made? I made a flipping indicator. And not just any indicator. This is not just any indicator. This indicator is essentially the strategy with the backtest already done in it. So I don't have to do it. For ages, for years, literally years, I've been doing this shit for years. For years, I've had to manually backtest. I've had to go in here, find my strategy, draw the lines, you know, and then draw this flipping thing here, which is like the entry, the trade entry, the box, the red box being where the stop loss placed, the green box being where the TP is placed, and that middle line there being the entry. I've had to do that manually, and it would take me weeks. It would literally take me weeks just to backtest a strategy. And now those lines are drawn for me. I can literally go through this with you right now. Already drawn. It took me less than an hour to do this. It just all I needed was the rules. That's it. And if you want me to go through the rules, I can. I just have to find it. I don't know where it is though, so let's see. Maybe it's in here. Maybe it's in, let's see, probably in here. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. So I won't go through this whole thing, but if I just go through it a little bit. So this is the 5-minute breakout trading plan. This captures the institutional momentum of the DAX open by identifying the pre-market consolidation range, the high and low, and trading the confirmed breakout of that range. That's with a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That's basically it. 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. GMT, we find the range. Then we execute the strategy. It says here between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m., but honestly, majority of the time we're going to get a breakout in that time anyway, so we don't even really need the entry window. This is just in case it's stuck in that range, we don't really want to trade. So yeah, literally, it's just you wait for it to break out of the range and then you go in. That's it. 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. The risk management here, you place it at the low of the breakout candle if it's a buy, or the high of the breakout candle if it's a sell. TP is 1-to-1. Trade limit 1 per day, because you know that's what I do. 1% of the account, because you know that's what I do. It says here trailing stop, but have I used a trailing stop in this backtest? No, but would I use one in real life? Maybe. I might do that. And in here as well, there's like a daily checklist. Like we're going to look at the economic calendar every day to see if there's any high impact news. If there is, then we might not go into the market because it might be a bit too volatile. We have an indicator. You know, we're gonna be on the 5-minute chart. I've never really been on the 5-minute chart before. It's always been the hourly chart, but it's kind of cool to go down there on the lower time frames, because I've had practice on the hourly. And the 5-minute, I've always been curious about it. So it's cool that I can finally do it. And I think what I like most about this strategy is the fact that it's for a set window. This trade window means that I'm only going to take trades between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. That's it. All before work as well. You got to understand, that's even better for me, because it means that I'm not sitting at work looking at my phone wondering if there's going to be any trades. I'm literally just going to wait for the setup. Once the setup is there, I take the trade. That's it. If there's no setup, I don't take a trade. If the setup doesn't look too great, it doesn't look like it's supposed to, I don't take it. If the setup looks like it's supposed to, looks like what it's supposed to, then I take it. It's just that simple. It's like I'm finally following. It's like well, I haven't actually followed it yet, but I'm finally understanding the idea of mastering one setup. You know, I'm not mastering one setup across the entire day. I'm mastering one setup in one session. And I think that's something that I haven't done before. And also something I haven't done before is when I searched this strategy, I searched for DAX specific strategies. I didn't search for just any old strategy. I wanted one that works on the DAX. And this one is made for the DAX. It's made for the volatility that happens at the start of every day, where price just goes crazy parabolic. You can see here for the volume, volume ticks up at that time, at 8 o'clock, volume ticks up because that's when people enter the market. So it's made for that. You trade when the volatility comes in. You take the range, and then wherever it breaks out, you assume it's going there. There's also another strategy you can do, but I'm not going to get into it. But there's another strategy you can do where you go the opposite way. I might backtest that afterwards because now I can backtest things, pretty easily. I can do that now. I can test strategies really quick. So let's just get into a trade or two. Let's just see it. Let's just see it in action. So here's this one. This one was a loss, but you can already see. You go in. Basically, this is it. This is it here. You just gonna go back. That's the entry. You draw the box, high and low, and then you enter there as soon as it breaks out. But obviously, unfortunately, with this one, it really tried. It tried. It almost got there. Yeah, but it just had to dip down first before it went up. And look, you can almost see, look, if you put the stop loss at the low here, you would have easily got that trade. But that's cherry picking. We don't want to cherry pick. But if you just let that play, I just realized it's on the 5-minute chart, so it's going to take forever. So there you go. There's the next entry. And there's the next one. Look at that. So this is the next day. Look at that. Same again. Enter there as soon as it breaks out the box. And look, it hit straight away. Hardly any drawdown. Literally just that little bit there, but it went straight away. 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Don't have to draw nothing. All I'm going to do next, literally don't have to draw nothing. All I'm going to do now that it's drawn, all I have to do is just go through and just count the win rate. Count the win rate over the 2 years and boom. Literally. It's literally that simple. Literally, that's all I need to do. Just count the trades. And that's the fun part. To be honest, I like counting the trades. Because when I count the trade, look at the box. Look at it. Okay, I was a loss. That's fine. Look at the way that formed. To be fair, because I like counting the trades. When I count the trades and I can count the win rate, it's like, all right, cool, I'm getting the data. I'm gathering the data. Obviously, automating this part would be amazing. Definitely would look into it. I'll definitely look into it. But at the moment, look at it go. Look at it broke, another loss. That's fine. Maybe I can just let it play and then I'll just let it go. But it's the only thing is I can't just leave it though. Look. Okay, it moves. No, it moves. So I just let it go. I just let it fly, and I'm just sitting here with my notepad. And then when the trade comes up, just mark it down. Probably not my notepad, but look at that. All right, another loss. All right, this. But see, I would have had to sit down and do this myself, but now it just does it by itself. Like it's just easy now. It's easy now. It never used to be this easy, bro. It's crazy. Oh, we got another one. Another L. But you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a pattern. Like we're getting the direction, but our stop loss is just too close. It's just too close, and I'm seeing this. I'm able to see that, so I can make a mental note of that, and I could be like, all right, cool. Maybe next strategy, I'll put the stop loss a little higher. All right, we got another one, and just got it. Just about got that. One. You see that it dipped down before it went up, so that was close, but we got that. 2 to 1. I think I'm gonna stop here. You kind of get the point, but yeah, this is it. This is what I've been up to. So that's the new strategy, and executing it will be. Well, I have to become a morning person. I basically have to learn how to get up at the same time, and take the trade. That's gonna be the hardest part. The hardest part is making sure my sleep schedule is on point, so I actually go to bed on the same time, wake up at the same time, so I'm ready for the charts. So I'm ready to see when my setup comes up. But the good thing is I won't be sitting down for the whole day waiting for a setup, checking my phone, setting alarms, setting timers, being tired, being distracted at work, because sometimes I had meetings or I had other stuff to do, or I was commuting, or I was literally at work sitting on my phone waiting for a setup. And sometimes the setup just isn't what I want it to be. So yeah, now I have a set period of time. I'll likely be at home. Like tomorrow I'm going to be at home. Like I'm actually going to be at home. I can wake up at 6:30, do whatever I got to do, and then sit at the chart and just wait. Sit at the chart and just wait. And then just take the trade when I see it. As soon as it breaks out, take the trade. Just, it's that simple. That simple. 2 to 1. One thing I do need to probably build is if I'm gonna use MetaTrader, I need to make an entry bot that does a 2 to 1 based on the load. Just so when I press it, it does what it's supposed to do. Alright, this thing is taking L's, but like I'm gonna look in the win rate. I'm gonna look into the win rate. This thing is taking L after L. Like, we're gonna have to look into this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to look into this. It's taking L's, bro. Frequent L's. We don't want that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm obviously getting ahead of myself when it comes to the execution. The point of this was to find the win rate. So I'm going to find the win rate over the 2 years and see if I have an edge in the market. If I do have an edge in the market, then I can proceed with it. If I don't, back to the drawing board. So yeah, that's where we're at the minute. That's where we're at. Okay, that's all I got to show you. So peace out.